Hey yo, who want me?
You know what sucks? Rejection. That feeling that you put your best foot forward to achieve getting something, only to get shot down, told no when you wanted a yes. It's a crushing feeling, and it's one that we all deal with in some way or another. Rejection comes in many forms, from that girl who just wasn't really feeling you, or maybe left your DMs on red, to that job that you really thought the interview went well for that ended up ghosting you. And that feeling absolutely sucks when it just doesn't pan out the way that you envision it in your head. Then you really may just go back and look at yourself and say, am I enough? Is this something that I did wrong? Am I on the wrong track? And you really start to doubt and question yourself. I've been here hundreds of times, guys, and it really does happen to just about everybody. But the thing about rejection that nobody tells you is that it's not about the rejection itself. It's about how you respond to it, because at the end of the day, guys, it's inevitable that we will get rejected from things, and learning how to cope with it and learning how to address it really is probably the most important part of it I have learned over my many years of experiencing it. So today I kind of wanted to talk about some strategies and advice I could give y'all for dealing with rejection and how to cope with it. So let's get into it. The first thing I'll say to do, and this is probably the most immediate thing that jumps out, but as soon as that rejection happens, you already know you're probably going to be down bad. It's a natural response, and our bodies definitely do not like it when we're put in a state of disappointment, especially after thinking that we had a chance to succeed. Now, I feel like after a rejection, it's important to just kind of take a step away and really focus on what's important to us and getting us back into the right frame of mind. You really need to realize that it is not the end of the world. Yeah, maybe you really liked that girl or you really thought that job was going to help you out in the end, but really, maybe it wasn't. And maybe you got to realize that something else better is on the way. And until you can realize that, you kind of got to distract yourself from the matter at hand. So go outside, go take a walk, go do something positive for yourself. Maybe take yourself out shopping or go to a movie. Go see that friend that you love to see or talk to him on the phone and just talk about what you're experiencing and whatever. Play some video games. Go get shit faced for all I care. Responsibly, of course. Do something to take your mind off the rejection, because the more you dwell on it, the worse you're gonna feel. And really ruminating on those thoughts just does not do you any favors and does not help to put you in a better state of mind. Yeah, it's okay to maybe be down bad for a couple of days or weeks, depending on the severity of what it was. But really, guys, what you got to realize is after a certain point, you got to move past it. Life is going to go on. That sun's still going to touch the sky in the morning, and tomorrow is a new day. And the more you dwell on those things and tell yourself that you're a failure, the worse you're gonna feel. You really got to start doing some positive things to really just put yourself back in a state of mind where you feel comfortable again. The next bit of advice I could offer is a mentality I call on to the next. Say you get rejected, whatever the situation may be. What you got to realize is that situation was not the end all be all. That girl that you wanted to take out, she just might have not been the one, man. As much as it seemed like she was, you got to realize that you are not living and dying by her. At the end of the day, it's just one girl in a sea of many, and you can always find another. Sometimes I struggle to kind of see through this mentality, but recently I've kind of been getting behind it, because you just gotta look at it like a part instead of the whole thing. Because if you ruminate your success over just getting one girl when you could have an infinite number of options that you just might not even know about in the moment, then you really start to just overcomplicate things. Now, it's not going to pan out with every single woman you meet, and trust me, I would know. But Sometimes when it doesn't work out with one girl, you honestly might be disappointed in the moment, but then maybe, a few weeks later, you find out she's batshit crazy, or she's got a high body count, or she's just not into the same kinds of things or the same lifestyle as you. And then you start to realize, oh shit, I might have dodged a bullet. And that's the thing, man. Like, not everything is going to be a perfect scenario or situation for you. Another example I could give here is when I was looking for a job. Before I got the one I was currently at, I was applying for this place who basically make a catalog of some chemicals, and I would be doing some synthetic chemistry for them, just making a bunch of chemical material. But what I was told by somebody in the industry is that place actually works with a lot of dangerous stuff, such as these materials that basically blow up in contact with air. And I probably would have to work in an inert environment like a glove box where I wouldn't be coming in contact with these. Now, I absolutely hated that kind of stuff in school, and I stayed away from it as much as possible. So finding out that, I ended up realizing when that job rejected me that I was definitely dodging a hazardous workplace, and it was definitely dodging a bullet that I would rather not take. And then I ended up getting a better job where I didn't have to do any of that stuff and probably got paid more and better benefits and all of that. So, sometimes the grass is greener on the other side. I guess that's kind of a bad analogy, but what I'm trying to say is that one opportunity that you're hyperfixating on might not have been the end all be all, and you can always move past it and on to the next. So if you're ever too bent over an opportunity that went stale, just remember there's always the next one. Everything happens for a reason, and because you were turned down from something bad doesn't mean something good isn't right around the corner. Another thing I'll say is sometimes a rejection doesn't really reflect you, but more so another person's bad attitude or their insecurities. So really don't let it get to you too much. Sometimes if somebody rejects you, maybe they just don't see the good traits in you that other people do, or they're living a bad lifestyle that really just isn't meant for you. Or maybe they feel insecure that you have accomplished more than them and they can't admit that. Whatever the case may be, there's a lot of bad people out there, and sometimes their mentalities just bleed into how they treat other people, and it's more so a reflection on them than you. So you really shouldn't take these things too personal, man. And don't be too sad about it forever, because at the end of the day, you're gonna need to get over these kinds of feelings. You need to realize that it's just one bad experience and you can always move past it. There's always gonna be other opportunities. You're always going to be able to put yourself back in the fight or pick yourself up when you're down. And although it might be hard, I think with enough time, you really can cope with it and live with it, and sometimes laugh things off as they happen. I've gotten brutally rejected from girls, try to DM some out of nowhere, gotten rejected to my face, been told I wasn't this or I wasn't that, wasn't what people were looking for. And at the end of the day, although it did hurt in the moment, it definitely made me more resilient and stronger in the end. Do not give up, and do not let rejections dissuade you from accomplishing your goals. Just because someone or something tells you no does not mean you are a failure or you will never accomplish anything. That is only a mentality that you have built up in your mind, and hopefully using some of these coping tips that I have given you here, you can help yourself to move past that and realize it is not the end of the world. If you keep applying yourself and picking yourself back up even when you get knocked down, eventually I think you will see the fruits of your labor, and somebody will appreciate the effort that you have put in to actually try. The only time you fail is if you quit and you give up completely, because you're acknowledging that these doubters and disbelievers have won. You can't let others dissuade you from your goals in life just because they don't like what you're doing. Maybe sometimes it is a reflection on you, that it's an opportunity for you to improve yourself and change, or just make yourself the best version that you can be. But don't let it get you too down. Let it be your motivation to do better, and just give it your best foot forward and keep trying, man. Because some people will see that they reject you and regret it. They'll see that you are of value to somebody else, and then they'll truly realize what they have lost. So keep your heads up, Kings. If you've been getting rejected, keep fucking going, man. It's not the end of the world. I'm rooting for you. Guys, thank you for watching this brief video today. If you enjoyed and would like to see some more of these rants or some more of these commentary videos, please subscribe. Gonna be pumping out some more vids. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. It's been Maelstrom. Peace out.